Hello, welcome to daily update video number 82. What is on the floor? Over there. Yeah, welcome to daily update video number 82. Today, is there a lot to talk about? I don't know, but we'll see. Woke up, I was not that tired. I did sleep. I had a really good sleep time, bro. Because yesterday I watched I was watching the health videos. Today I just slept. Oh, so good. So I slept for like long time. Everything was chill. Yeah, pretty much it, right? Like everything was chill. Went to my first class was chemistry. Oh, not chemistry. My first class was physics. No, it wasn't physics. No, it was physics. Oh yeah, first class was physics, right? Physics, chemistry. No, but if it's a physics, oh no, yeah, it was. No, sorry, yeah, my first class was physics. Oh, sorry. Yeah, my first class was physics. We went over the test. I got an 83. I got MCQ wrong, bro. I tanked the MCQ. FRQs I all got right. I understood. And I'm kind of happy with that. One of the MCQs I just got wrong because I'm stupid. The other one I didn't take into account the different, because that momentum's a vector, so that's why it was more than 5 and not less than 5. So that now I get why I got that wrong. So yeah, definitely, well, yeah, momentum's a vector, so definitely like that. Yeah. So and then one of them was like wrong because I guess, bro, it's I just thought like, oh, bang, like that. I don't know if that's actually possible for two balls traveling in a straight line if they intersect at their core, like part of their corners, if they bounce back. I really should have just went like the obvious route, but doesn't matter that much. Yeah, actually, I guess that makes sense. Like we hit it like, I guess, but whatever. Yeah, I got an 83. There's no more tests of the marking period, and he has to grade lab, so I'm probably gonna end with like a 93, a 94. So overall, I'm fine. I can tank next marking period. Um, yeah, and then I went to chemistry. Not chemistry. I went to UDH, and yeah, I was just locked in for UDH. I sat with Arav, Tomar, and Anirudh. Low key, I was just locked. I was just like doing work. It was very chill. I sat in the back. A funny thing, actually, Prem needed a charger, and I talked to him like, yeah, I'll give it to you, but you have to wait like until I get there. And he's like, bro, I have a Spanish test, bro. I need to like get the not the answer. He just want to ask like people how to go, right? Like how'd it go? Was it good? And he's like, yeah. So I'm like, okay, yeah, but then wait 30 seconds. Just give me 20 seconds. I got there in like 40 because there were a lot of people just blocking the hallway. So I got there. I saw my laptop and my lunchbox. And I'm like, yes. There was a cheese stick on the table. I really don't know if it was mine, so I just threw it out. I'm not taking that chance. It was nasty. But yeah, I'm not like an actual cheese stick out of the wrapper, like in the wrapper, but I was like, nah. So I got there, I chilled. I saw Anirudh and I waved him over. Then Arav sat with me because no one from his friend group was there. We know each other, so it's fine. Then we just chilled. Me and Anirudh was laughing. It was fun. I saw Lokesh. Lokesh was like sitting near us. I did talk to Lokesh occasionally about the questions and stuff, but that was fine. Excuse me. Afterwards, it was next block. I was there, signed in. I texted Prem how'd it go. He said he hopefully gets a D, C with the curve. I'm like, oh hell no. Apparently no one got above a 70, so like, oh, bro, what? Like, I don't understand, bro. Like Spanish cannot be. I mean, no, it is this hard, but it cannot be this hard, bro. Like it's stuff like this that makes me wonder if you put me in a English class somewhere like in Spain where they teach kids how to speak English, like our version of Spanish, right? Could I get like an A? Would I just be fried? Would I I don't know. I feel like that's such an interesting concept. Like taking a class about your own language and seeing if you pass or fail. That's honestly interesting. But essentially, yeah, apparently they did bad. But it's fine. They tank. Yeah, and I just did more work. And I eventually talked to Lokesh. I'm like, yo, we should probably go. Like, I have questions and stuff. Do you want to go during lunch? Do you want to go now to see if we can ask her? Because she was in the building. She just had meetings. We tried leaving. She said no to us. Bro, I swear I could have saw kids like leaving and stuff. So I was like, I don't know if it was just us, but and like there were a lot of people in UDH, like a lot, bro, like so many. So usually when there are more people, they're on like lockdown because people are trying to escape. There are a lot of goons. It's like, yeah, you gotta lock down harder. It was a very chill monitor too, though. So I'm very surprised. Like, she's always so nice. So I'm surprised she didn't let us go ask the questions. And so yeah, and that I just went during lunch. I asked a bunch of questions, mainly about catalysts and how they affect energy curves. Now, apparently, I was under the impression that a catalyst can appear anywhere in the reaction, and it just has to not get consumed. But apparently, it actually does have to appear in the first and final step. And if it's not in the slow step, it is not part of the reaction. Because she said realistically, the mechanisms are just ways to show us how a reaction occurs. That's what a mechanism is. And it's not how a reaction occurs. It's not necessarily like, oh, make this product, then make that product, and then make that product. No, it's just the sequence in which bonds are formed and broken to form the final product. So a catalyst, it wouldn't make sense for you to add a catalyst right in the middle of a step, because it's almost impossible to determine when the step is, right? Like if I combine two gases to form another gas, or to form products, how would I know exactly when the step is occurring? And if I add it too early, maybe it forms some stuff I don't want, right? So usually a catalyst will always be in the first step. Not necessarily that it can't be in the second step, but it usually almost will always be in the first step. And that a catalyst will... Okay, now it was really confusing if it affects every activation energy or a single one. But essentially what Spross told me is that a catalyst will affect the biggest hump, because it wouldn't make sense if it didn't, because then it doesn't affect the rate of the reaction. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. And she said usually College Board, they'll just give you a single hump. They're not gonna say, oh, out of which of these humps will that occur? They're not gonna do that. So I asked those questions, wrote down some stuff. If I had to ask one more question, it would be you can use the first order rate law for masses. That'd be it. I kind of know the answer, but I just wanted to confirm. She did not respond to any of my Google messages, or emails, which is why I went to her during lunch. But she was very nice when answering the questions. Michael was there too. He asked a good solid question. I forgot it, but yeah, she was very nice. It was chill. Yeah. So tomorrow's the test. I think I'm fine, honestly. I didn't study crazy about it. My goal was to do every single packet. I realized that's unrealistic. This is not a hard unit, It's okay. Relative rates are just negative, positive, no, blah, 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 blah. That's probably going to be multiple choice, or it's going to give you a reaction and write it. This is not going to be an overly difficult test. I know, and plus I wrote some stuff down on my calculator. Mainly the formulas, because they give us the specific type of formula and you'd have to derive it every time, and I'm just like, no, that's gonna waste too much. That's gonna waste too much time. So yeah, but essentially, I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine for the test. Again, it shouldn't be that difficult. It shouldn't be. Will it? I don't know. Because, I know all the concepts well. I know how to do table logic. I know how to prove stuff. Entropy, I got... Oh, yeah, we saw the test back the other day. I don't know if I said. I got one MCQ wrong. And that was the one I was debating over, because I was like, well, that. And, looking at it, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, the ice cube was a part of the system for sure, and I really should have. I was debating between those two, but I got, besides missing a negative sign, I got all the FRQs right, which means I understood it. So I'm just like, you know what? I did good on that test. She hasn't put in the curve for the buffers. She's going to give extra credit for that test. So I have 3 points incoming. Probably going to raise my grade to an 88 or an 87.4. Then after this test, oh my gosh, the A is possible. Okay, whatever. After this test, I'll be good. I don't know if she still has labs to grade. I don't know yet. If she still has labs to grade, then my grade's probably going to go up to an 89. And that was my goal, right? Like an 89 was my goal this marking period. But the reality is that if I get a good grade on this kinetics test, since it's a full length test, there's a very good chance that. And we did check-in. I did awesome on the check-in. There's a very high chance that I will get an A this marking period. And if I get an A this marking period, first day, yay. Well, I'm like guaranteed 97 next marking period. So pray, bro. Just pray. I mean, not guaranteed 97, but like hopeful 97. You know? Because like everyone, apparently Aditya told me everyone gets a 97 because it's just fun labs. It's just like stuff. It's not that deep. So I'm hoping. Because he finished the entire curriculum. There's nothing left to do. So, and bro, okay. If I get an A in chemistry, that would be the biggest clutch up I've ever done, okay? Ever done. Because a B first marking period, a B second marking period, probably B third marking period. If I get an A, it's like biggest comeback story for me ever. Maybe pre-calc not so much, because pre-calc I'm consistently doing well. Like, bro, I'm not scared for pre-calc, bro. It's like I'm consistently doing well. Right now I have an 87. And I got points back, so it's going to go up to an 89 or a 90. I did well in the parametrics test, so it's probably going to raise up to a 92 or 93. Then this is a logarithms test, so like a exponential functions test. I am good with this unit. So far I have not gotten anything wrong. There's still a lot more stuff to do. I just have to practice. So that's good. I'm gonna do the homework tomorrow because it's due on April 2nd. But yeah, right. So I think I'm good. I'm not scared for any class. During lunch, right, it was just chill. Lunch was chill. After lunch, I went to health. Not health. I went to CS. CS, I actually modified my code a bit because apparently the parameters were that you had to keep like an apostrophe or hyphen or dashes or single dashes. I said, hell no, I'm not keeping a single dash. I'm not keeping dashes because I looked through most of the novel with dashes. Bro, all of the dashes are melding words. Like, I've never seen a word that requires a dash. Is it grammatically correct? Sure. But it's made up of two existing words. It's not like, it's like, what B? What and B are both words. They're just, it's just a phrase to express. I did keep apostrophes though, because that is actually grammatical. I fixed a couple stuff. I made everything lowercase so it registers the actual word, not just the format it's in. And yeah, and then I submitted it. Then I played some Minecraft. No, I didn't play some Minecraft. I was going to, but then I ended up playing Imposter with the guys. Me and Anj were looking at trailers and gameplay for Slay the Spire 2. It looks good. It is $25. Now, 25, I don't like asking my parents for stuff, especially if it costs money, because, like, I don't like asking for stuff. But, I do have to ask for those Legos, though. That one Lego Battle B2, I don't want it to go out of sale. It's the custom one. I'm gonna ask my mom tomorrow. But, yeah, I see, like, I'm like, when I say but, I'm like, but, like, but, I get new energy with it. But, essentially, I'm hoping that maybe I can get it when it comes out full release, because it's gonna be buggy. It's pre-release or like early access, or I should say, and it's $25 early access, so it's probably gonna go down when it releases in 2027. So that'll be fine. Then I went to health class. Health class was very chill. I just played Minecraft the entire time. While like Pranav, Ryan, and Tanish all played Roblox. I would have played Roblox, but my computer was about to die, and I low-key wanted to play Minecraft, so that was fine. For Minecraft, I set up my my trading hall thing. Now I have blacksmith villagers, which is good, and I can trade them iron. I need to create like grindstone villagers too, but yeah. So essentially, I have armor villagers. I need to get tool villagers next, and then I'll be set for enchanting and stuff. Yeah, but so what I'm gonna do, I need lots of emeralds, and to get lots of emeralds, you need to use sugarcane to get emeralds from the lectern villagers, and then you need to get the iron from the iron farm to give the blacksmith villagers to max them out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start decorating my estate, in the meantime while I wait for that. which is just gonna be like paths, trees. I'm gonna decorate it really nice, and I'm gonna put like I'm gonna make redstone lamps. How would I do that actually? Ooh, wait, I might need to rethink the redstone lamps. Copper lamps? I'll hop in creative mode tomorrow probably and like try it like during history, just try it out. Because if it's copper lamps, I know the redstone lamps, I don't know how I would do it so that it's running. Unless it's daylight sensor. Duh. No, I need quartz. Nah, that's fine. Yeah, daylight sensor. Duh. I'm good. I think I'm good. I'll like test it out and stuff. But I basically want to make it like lamppost, like it's an actual park. That's my plan for that while I wait for the iron to collect and stuff. But yeah, mainly I just like went through all the unique enchants that are in the game. I looked at villagers. I saw which ones I had. I removed them from the list. I then removed all enchants that are not obtainable by villagers. I think I'm missing like 6 or 7. Okay, so yeah, not a joke. 6 or 7 enchants. No, wait, I'm missing 10 enchants actually. No, I remember. Yeah, I'm missing 10 enchants. So I made 10 slots for the Lectern villagers. I'm getting every enchant, bro. I don't care. I want every enchant. So that's what I'm saving a slot for. My Thorns villager did not save. I did not buy something from them, but I already have a villager that has Thorns and efficiency 4. So I'm just gonna wait for it to conjure something useful that I don't have. Yeah, and then after that I had math. I plugged in my Chromebook. Today wasn't as bad as a period 7 class. It kind of was, but like wasn't as bad. Mr. Jamal, taught us about compound interest and stuff. I hate this. It's like, I think that's pretty much somewhat what statistics is. It's like compound formulas, and I really don't want to do that. I hate that so much. Exponential functions is fun, but then you're like, oh, this is, remember, don't like it, bro. Don't like it. Yeah, but it's funny the app is. Mr. Jamal said, Alex, just so you can't blame me for anything. I'm like, oh boy, what happened? He basically said his boss, the administrator for math, Department of Math, came up to him with like the list of people who appealed to A, B, and B, C from his class. Oh, Andrew's probably on there. Oh, interesting. Maybe not. Maybe not. But essentially, they went to talk to him about the people on the list, and he said he put in a good word for me. Thank you, bro. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy my parents did not send that angry email. That would have been so bad. Yeah, whatever. But no, yeah, so he put in a good word for me. He explained why my grade was so low the first marking period. He's like, his grade was so low because like he didn't do any of the homework. Bro, I hope he didn't say he didn't do any homework, because I did. I just submitted late. But yeah, he basically said that the homeworks were late. And she was like, what is he doing? And what I wanted to say was more like what I wasn't doing. But I did do it, so I'm not saying that. But yeah, essentially now they understand that my grade was only that low and considering my grade is like I'm pretty fine, I think that I will get accepted. And if I'm not accepted, as per usual, plan B, get an A overall in pre-calc. Plan C, self-study BC. The plan C is like if I don't get an A or get appealed. But I'm not worried. I'm honestly not worried for math. I'm never worried for math. Do I study? Yeah, but I know the studying is enough. I mean, for instance, for the polar test, I knew I was gonna get like an 85. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I knew I was gonna get. I was like probably like, okay, I'm probably gonna get like an 85 on this test. I ended up getting an 80. That's because he put in the grade wrong, or he misgraded it. And for one of them, that was actually kind of just a stupid mistake. I missed it was for the last one. I remember like redoing it last minute, and I forgot like a negative sign. I forgot like a 2. Those were like 2 points back I really should have gotten. So, like the overall though, did I understand the material? Yes. For one question, I miswrote the rate. Okay, I did not write it correctly. Not the rate, the intervals, because I misunderstood the question. That's reason 1. Number 2, he misgraded one of the questions, so I actually got more points than I did. Number 3, if I did actually double checked if the things were the same, I should have done that. Then I would have been fine. I would have gotten those points back. And number 4, the one where I got I wrote the Leminski formula wrong. I wrote the inner loop touching 15, not the outermost bottom point. How'd you even do that? I guess you have to do something with I don't know, bro. I haven't studied polo. It's fun, whatever. So essentially, that's it. Oh yeah. Oh, I do want to say one thing to log it. I saw Patricia crying. The new girl in our class during health, and I don't know if it's because of health or it's because because she had to take the health practical. I don't know if it's like maybe she's sad overall, like new district. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I would have said, "Are you okay?" But it's kind of weird, just me like walking from the other half of the room, like saying, "Are you okay?" Because like I know she doesn't actually have like that many friends in the school district, so like, and I don't like seeing people cry, especially if it's over a health practical. If it's over a health practical, holy bro! Like if she sat next near me, I'd have been like, "Ask, are you good?" Because like like I was like debating shit, but she's like all the way in the corner. I'm not gonna go out of my way like I'm a weirdo. Are you okay? Maybe she would appreciate it. I don't know. But yeah, essentially that's what I wanted to do. On a gross note, ants are climbing that coffee table. I don't know why, but like I saw like 5 ants. I just like massacred them all. I don't kill things, even bugs, but ants are the one exception because when there's one, there's many, and many freak me out. So I eliminate the one. So yeah, no, I don't know why I've been seeing ants there though. Like they're the basement's a mess, not a mess, but like a dirt, not even dirty. It's messy because there are just like papers and textbooks on the floor. It's not messy because there's like food on the ground. Like I just had this cheese stick like a minute ago, and I was like, yeah. So like, it's not like messy like there's food or plates. It's just textbooks, and I don't understand why the ants are here. But yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta talk about when I came home. I came home, I was originally gonna practice piano, and then I was gonna do all that other stuff. I was gonna practice piano, then do a lot of worksheets and do my math homework early. What I ended up doing was, oh yeah, I did chemistry. Yeah, what I ended up doing was eating cereal, going downstairs, chilling for. What did I even do when I chilled for a bit, played Minecraft. Wait, did I play Minecraft? Wait. I came home. Did I? No, I did, right? No, yeah, my case is over there. Yeah, I did play Minecraft for a bit. Actually, let me see what I was playing, what I was watching. I think I was watching the ending of the. No, I started Toy Story. Yes, no, I started Toy Story again. Okay, yeah. So I came downstairs, was chilling. I went upstairs because what I was doing is originally I was gonna start at 4. I was like, which was a 30-minute rest. But I asked my mom. If she could make me a pork chop. So I was like, I'll go up when the pork chop's ready. After eating the pork chop, I just decided to take a nap next to my mom. So I'm like, oh shoot, I just took like a long nap. But I knew I only needed to study for chemistry. If I have anything else tomorrow, bro, I'm fading it. I don't even care. I'm fading it if I have anything else. But yeah, so I'm like, you know what, like I'll be able to have enough time. I'll be able to study for like 4 hours. That's like more than enough time. So I ended up studying for like 3 or 2 hours. It wasn't that hard, like, because I already understand most of the stuff, and I did the work in UDH, so I was able to get a better understanding. But essentially, I'm good. I think I'm good for this unit. One thing I did look up, which is pretty interesting, is for kinetic energy diagram does not increase the likelihood that particles will have correct orientation. Yeah, so like you could have a million, like you could raise the you could what do you call it? You could raise the temperature and make the curve more sloped when more particles are there, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the orientations are going to be more likely correct. It just means that the particles will have more energy and more energy. And what does that mean? Well, particles that have more energy, or like with a higher temperature, will be moving faster. And because they're moving faster, they have more. Well, okay, this is kind of getting into what is it? Entropy. But it essentially have a higher entropy, which increases the likelihood. But that's essentially the correlation. Because like there are more chances for it to to hit, just moving at a faster reaction. But yeah, but for a potential energy diagram, you need correct orientation and energy to reach the top. So essentially, you could reach the top, but if it doesn't have correct orientation, it reaches back down. So I understand my stuff, bro. I'm so good. So yeah, I did my work. Ryan texted me like about Invincible, and I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't watch it, and I low key I meant to watch it downstairs, so I just watched it on my phone while I did chemistry. It was low key filler, bro. Like the episode was good. He said it's mid. I think it's fine. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the plot line because the plot line was kind of like, okay, this set things up for the future, I guess. But overall, it was not that like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it was a fine episode, but it was really filler. It was a good filler episode, but it was filler. Like, that's what it was. And the plotline didn't interest me too much. It was just like hell is real and it's underneath the earth. And it's not like demon. It's just like no, there are demons. There is Satan. There is like these monsters called the Vile that want to try to come up to the surface. But the demons keep them at bay. Satan keeps them at bay. It's not like heaven, earth, and hell. No, it's just hell exists, and it's just deep inside the earth's core. But they somehow have like mystical, magical powers that is also Satan. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's weird, but it was a good filler episode, I guess. Eve still did not tell Invincible that she's pregnant. She was about to, but then Omni-Man and I forget it, the orange guy shows up. I don't know most of their names. That's my bad. Show up and they're like, "We need you to fight in the war," and so now he's gonna fight in the war. Baby's probably gonna. Eve is gonna go through this traumatic experience trying to decide what to do with the baby. While Invincible's away, unless she tells him. Probably not gonna tell him, right? Because he's gonna want to stay. So she's not gonna tell him. Then she's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do?" She's gonna get comfort from her friends, but in the end, they're gonna be like, I don't know, like they're gonna be like something. But yeah, essentially that's it. Yeah, that was kind of my day actually. I mean, I understand a lot of the stuff. I was thinking about getting Lokesh's phone number to text him what the question she answered was. But yeah, I didn't know if he was gonna come with me to chemistry, so obviously I don't think he thinks it's that deep, so I'll just let him be for now. I mean, I'll tell him like when we get to class, but like, yeah. That was my daily update video, number 82. I hope this wasn't too long. If it's like, okay, I think it's 11, so I think it's 12. 12 is actually good. I'm happy with 12. I thought it was 12 already, and it's gonna be 1, but no, it's not 1. So. Yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one, you know. Spring break is tomorrow. We have a pep rally tomorrow. I have to wear blue for extra credit for health. Chat, if we need a health extra credit, like, sterilize yourself, please. Oh, yeah, I said I'd sterilize myself if I get a B in health. I'm not even joking. Bye, guys.